galaxies above absolute zero, and it worked great. That's almost miraculous.
There was this awesome day at Goddard that people have been looking forward to for years, really. They raised it upright and rotated it towards the viewing area. And we all got to see that mirror. And that was just like, woo, don't start crying moment. I mean, because you're seeing your own reflection in the same mirror that's going to detect light from infinite galaxies and distant planets. And to think that it's also seeing me, like that was really cool. We've designed this telescope specifically to see the universe in infrared light. The most distant galaxies are so far away that they are emitting all of their light as infrared light that's a little bit more red than what your eyes can see. Even if we had a telescope like Hubble, a visible light telescope that was much, much, much bigger, we still wouldn't be able to see the light from these first galaxies. While we designed this telescope to primarily study early galaxies, the fact that it's so big, it's so powerful, means that it will have unprecedented capability in helping us learn more about exoplanets, about planets orbiting other stars. In particular, about whether or not any of the nearby planets might be potentially habitable. The way it will do that is by looking at the molecules that are in that planet's atmosphere. It would be able to detect methane, carbon dioxide, water vapor. Where there's water, there's usually life. It's not a stretch to say that this telescope is our next sort of giant leap in our search for life in the universe.
How amazing would it be if I said, look, here are 5 planets. It looks like there is life there. Can you imagine? That changes everything. Web is humans at its best. A selfless pursuit of what's really out there. Learning more about ourselves, our history, and the world itself. I think it's incredibly amazing. I grew up in Switzerland. My father was an evangelist, pastor in a fundamentalist church. We hardly ever heard about science. I was taught all my youth that the whole universe was built in 7 days. And then we went to one class. The teacher explained how science changed the trajectory of history. And I thought, that's the job I want. I can do science and through it change the course of history. I've been in the job for 5 years. Many people think of me as not patient enough. My way of accountability sometimes can come across as harsh. But suppose it failed. It would set the whole history of world science back, I want to 2 decades. I track all my miles. The whole year. 1,000 is the goal every year. Then it goes stressful the year as it's more or less. The more stress, the more miles. Closing in on 1,200. NASA, right? This is the agency that has coined the tagline, failure is not an option.